In the 21st century, computers are absolutely necessary to pretty much do anything.
Computing and that whole sort of interconnectedness becomes an essential component of your life.
It just offers a lot of opportunities to a lot of different people at many different levels.
So I think that these key spots are really important by creating public access, public awareness, and giving people a real chance to learn the skills that they may not have picked up anywhere else for the kind of jobs that'll be here in the future.
To be able to make it in Philadelphia today, you have to have a computer if you want to file for unemployment or make changes to your unemployment situation. If you want to apply for jobs, you have to be able to upload a resume. You need basic typing skills. You often have to have a Facebook account or an email account. If you want to pay utilities and you don't have the extra few dollars that it takes to send things through the regular mail, you need to be able to get to a computer to keep your heat on, to keep your cooking gas on.
The world is changing, and the world is changing quickly. And the skills that we needed 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago are not the skills that they're asking for in the marketplace today primarily. Everybody needs to know how to use a computer.
The statistics, as we know, anywhere from 41 to 55% of Philadelphians don't have access to broadband at home. The net impact of the digital divide is so much greater than just someone not having computer access or computer skills. It's affecting every aspect of their life.
So if you don't have those basic skills, now even applying for a job is, it becomes that much harder. It's now a hurdle to apply for a job if you don't have those technology skills.
A little bit more than not having access to a computer. I really has to do a lot to do with literacy. If you've ever gone to the help desk for your computer, you'll see 13 pages of instructions if you're not literate. You can't read them to begin with. So I think in that sense, computers are in fact intimidating to people, and how do we kind of bridge the gap of the intimidation as well as saying, if you do certain things, your world will open up to you.
To bridge the gap, community organizations, Drexel University, Urban Affairs Coalition, and the City of Philadelphia came together to create sustainable ways to bridge the digital divide. Under the banner of the Freedom Rings Partnership, these organizations are working with dozens of others around Philadelphia to power KEYSPOTS. KEYSPOTS are free and publicly accessible computer centers based in nearly every neighborhood across our city, offering access, training, support, and opportunities to make sure everyone has the ability to get online.
We train them how to get their GED practice done online, and also we introduce them to different programs.
I just recently earned my GED, and this computer center has been so helpful in that because I go online and I take tests. It even helps me with my typing. I'm looking at a typing job that I want to go for in the summertime. So I got my GED now, and I'm looking for jobs and filling out applications online. It's like a big burden's been lifted off my shoulders now. I can go and apply for jobs that I couldn't apply for before. The whole world is opened up to me.
I provide Microsoft Office trainings such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and also I help clients to build their own resume.
Sometimes you gotta send your resume to a job site, and I didn't know how to do that. So this was very beneficial for me because I have a job and I had to go through the computer to get it. So, and I had to send my resume via email.
This is a key, this is a feature. And I got involved in technology and I learned different stuff. So now it's time for me to share my knowledge with others.
It's like a dream come true for me, at age 53. I would say like 4 months ago, coming here to fight the fear of computers. That was me. I was afraid of computers at that time. So when I walked in, I explained my situation, what I was trying to do with my life. All the staff welcomed me with open arms and said, you know what, you can do this. 4 months ago, it wasn't on my mind to further my education, but this has enlightened me. Now, I have enrolled in Eastern University. And it was through these computer classes that allowed me that.
Well, when I first got here 4.5 months ago, I didn't know I was computer illiterate. I didn't think that it would be something that I wanted to do, but once I seen the society is changing into computer, and then by me being a certified nursing assistant, everything that I'm working with them clients is changing into computer, so I had to get some computer experience.
When she first came into my class, she didn't know much about computers. She was pretty intimidated by the whole thing, but she is a sponge and she picked up everything really quickly, and now she actually works at our lab.
By me being afraid and learning what I learned, and an opportunity to come from class here and get a position here, that was like so special to me, that she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself.
We're definitely serving more folks than we have before because, we're getting folks into the computer lab. And then again, too, because we have the nomad that's able to go out into the community, we're able to reach folks who say, I would love to come to the training, but I'm in South Philadelphia and I can't make it up there, or I'm in far northwest or far northeast and I can't make it. But we have classes, we can develop classes in those areas with partners. It's really just a question of how do I get around the corner or down the street because they're conducting these classes over there.
Today we're headed to LIFT, the West Philly office for LIFT, which is a nonprofit organization. Since they don't have a fully functioning computer lab, so we're going out as the nomad class to sort of help provide that extra service that they need. Offensive, clarify a message with the sender.
It's giving us a presence in communities that we weren't in physically before. We're training a lot more people.
Communities who have been, talked about as being, part of a digital divide are no longer going to be talked about as just being part of a digital divide, but that Philadelphia is going to take seriously helping communities be a part of where society is going in terms of technological advancement.
We're serving thousands of Philadelphians on a weekly, monthly, quarterly basis. Really letting the experts, our community partners, be the service delivery arms for this type of work, but we in city government play a critical role in leading this process and convening these partners and giving these community-based organizations a voice.
And seeing the results of that in such a short period of time, to me, are really key for saying this is a partnership that really works, has a lot of drive, a lot of energy, a lot of intelligence, and a lot of efficiency.
It's not expensive to do. The entire cost is to make sure the equipment is maintained and that a computer assistant is there. When you think about the wealth that's here and some of the strong foundations that are here to come together as a collaborative to say, this initiative is working, it doesn't cost us very much to do this, this is worth a multi-year investment, let's do that.
Our key strategy is going to be to build a stakeholder base that's broad enough and wide enough to carry the weight of doing something tremendous. And I think that part of that is that stakeholder base are people who come to the centers every day, people who run these centers throughout the city, people who are managing multiple centers or the leads in this project, as well as government corporations, other nonprofits, universities, and philanthropy. And they see that this is something special. They see that this is something that we could leverage to help tackle a section of the problems that we face as a city.
If we sit in 2012, we want to imagine what Philadelphia is going to look like in 2020, 2030, 2050, right? And KEYSPOTS are a first step in reimagining a Philadelphia of the 21st century, where everyone has technology access, and that technology access is entwined with their everyday lives. That's the basis of KEYSPOTS. But if we project out, what we want to imagine is a digital Philadelphia, a Philadelphia where we can solve the problems we're facing, but that solutions come from all of us. And we reimagine this city together.